Missing someone with all your heart. Missing someone.
Hey guys, it's Ruby, and today we are here in Disney World. We are staying at Pop Century Resort. We are gonna be here for about a week. I'm gonna take you around the entire resort, give you a full tour, show you what there is to do, and at the end of it, I will tell you how I liked my stay. Before we get started, if you guys are not subscribed, you know, hit that little subscribe button. We're gonna be doing a whole series of Disney videos, so stick around if you'd like to see those. Now, let's get started by doing a room tour, so come along with me. Okay, so we are in the 50 section of the resort, and we are on room 1264, which is on the second floor in the first building. Let's check out our room. Okay, so this is considered a value resort to Disney. What that means is it's in the like $150 to $200 price range, and that also means a smaller room. When you first walk in, you're gonna hit your mini bar area. They do have a nice sized fridge here to put all your drinks and your leftovers, as well as a coffee station up here, and a lot of good shelves for storage for your snacks and things like that. This can kind of be your food station. Oh, did I mention we're not alone on this trip? It is not just me and Mr. Ruby in this room. We are here with Emily. You guys were clamoring for more Emily after the Cosmopolitan video. She's here. She's gonna be doing the reviews with us. It's gonna be a good time. So, that being said, there are going to be 4 adults in this room for a week. And the room is about 260 square feet. Now, you might be thinking, where are we sleeping? This actually pulls down into a Murphy bed, so you can remove this table and chairs and have a Murphy bed. I can show you guys that really quick. Okay, so, whoa. Look at that, see? And across from the beds, you do have the entertainment center. You have a huge dresser area here with lots of plugs. There are drawers here that are really sizable. You're definitely meant to unpack in this room in order to keep the space. They have a lot of storage underneath as well to put your shoes and things. In here, you've got your safe, a Bible, extra pillows, more storage. As I said, the room's 260 square feet, and the bathroom is definitely pretty small. I do think they utilized the space really intelligently. You have a closet here with some more shelving. There are hooks along the side. An actually pretty sizable vanity area, again with tons of little cubbies underneath. You have in here your ironing board, and your hair dryer is in this section. Storage goes all the way up. They designed this really well for a small space by having pocket doors. I don't know if you remember way back before they did all these renovations that these were just like curtains. And if you go back towards the vanity area, you have your toilet here right next to your shower. It's a really sizable shower. It looks really good. It's got glass doors. And then if you go right here, this actually pulls out into a clothesline in order to hang your wash or your wet clothes if something gets wet, your swimsuits, stuff like that. They do have the Disney toiletries. They are the pumps, which I actually prefer. Okay, we have got unpacked, kind of got ourselves situated. We are all very hungry, so we're gonna head down to eat. There is one place to eat here at Pop Century, and it is the Everything Pop Shopping and Dining Food Hall. So we're gonna go see what they have to offer. Oh, and cars. So when you're staying on Disney property, if you're gonna be here for a while, I highly recommend getting one of these reusable mugs. You refill these at filling stations at any Disney resort, and you can get free coffee, tea, and soda for the entire length of your stay. It's $20, so think about how many sodas or coffees you're gonna drink, and it's really worth it. So wait, the sodas are over there. Okay, so just past the gift shop there where I bought my mug, you're in the Everything Pop dining area. So they're gonna have a couple of kiosks here. There is mobile order. They have a variety of American-based foods. You're gonna find burgers, pizza, chicken nuggets, just some quick filling stuff for when you're not in the parks. We need something quick and filling, so let's go. Okay, got our bounty. We got chicken tender and fries that Emily and I are gonna split. It was $10.49, so $10.50, that's not bad. And then cheeseburger and fries for Mr. Ruby. I think it was like 12 bucks. And we've got our beverages, so cheers. Yeah. Just finished up our food. Honestly, we thought it was really good. Disney has really great quick service fries. So filling, decent price, and now we are gonna head down to the pool. We're actually gonna go to the main pool of the resort. There are 3 pools in 3 different sections. We're gonna show you the main one first and the other ones a little later on. Okay, we grabbed a drink at the Petals Pool Bar. This is the main pool called the Hippy Dippy Pool, and it is in the 60 section, which is the preferred section, right outside of the dining hall. I got the Banana Cabana, which is like banana, grenadine, and pineapple. What did you get?
The hula hoop. I know it has rum in it, and I know it has grenadine in it, and that's really about it.
How is it? Did you try it?
It's delicious.
Mine's really good too. These were like 13 bucks.
12.
Yours 12. Mine was 13. Not terrible, pretty
Not
decent,
bad.
but I mean, I can taste the alcohol,
Yeah,
so it's definitely
stronger.
Anyway, we are gonna go and take a nice dip before it rains, and then we'll see where we head.
Hi.
We just got back from the pool. We really liked it. It's a nice pool area, very quiet today and relaxing. Excited to check out the other pools as well. However, we have changed, gotten dressed. We are going to Disney Springs. If you're not familiar, Disney Springs is just like a shopping and dining area. You don't have to have park passes to go there. Anyone can go. We're gonna do some shopping, look around for some souvenirs, and then we have reservations for dinner. So we're really excited. We're gonna take you along with us. Now, there are 2 different forms of transportation here at Pop Century, the new Skyliner, which we'll be taking later on this trip, and the bus system, which is kind of the classic Disney transportation for value resorts. The buses will take you to all 4 parks as well as Disney Springs, and you can follow the schedule to figure out when your buses are going to be coming. So we're going to go and catch our bus. Okay, got to Disney Springs. As we were trying to get on the bus, there were like these huge raindrops, and then it just stopped. The weather's very like weird in Florida. You never know if it's gonna just downpour, do a little drizzle, pour again. So we're gonna go and try to enjoy some Disney Springs and take you along to shop. All right, made it to Disney Springs, doing a little shopping. We have to start in the World of Disney store. This is the biggest Disney store ever, and they have everything you could ever want as far as souvenirs. And I need a pair of ears, so let's go. Okay, change of plan. You always have to prepare for the weather. It is pouring. So instead of walking from shop to shop, we just decided to stop for a pre-dinner cocktail, and we are in the T-Rex restaurant.
Fairly alarmed here.
If you're unfamiliar with T-Rex, it's sort of like Rainforest Cafe, only dinosaurs. So real kind of cheesy, super kid friendly. You can see some really awesome dinosaurs and have a drink. Okay guys, we made it to dinner. We are at Wine Bar George. This was a highly recommended restaurant from what I was seeing online. They do tapas and small plates, as well as tasting flights of different drinks and wines and champagnes. We are going to try a wine flight, and we got the champagne flight, which is gonna have a couple of really high-end champagnes to try, as well as a couple bites.
There's also some spiced olives, some honeycomb, some fig spread, and then some Marcona almonds inside.
Thank you.
some of the greatest champagnes in the world here for you from some of the greatest champagne houses. So we'll start with the rosé, actually.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. So when they said it was a tasting experience, I didn't realize that that meant they were gonna bring the sommelier over and she was actually going to like walk us through our flight, which was incredible. We are trying 3 of like the most prestigious brands of champagne that there are. Ruinart, which is the beginner of champagne, she explained to us that like champagne as we know it starts with Ruinart and that they've been doing it forever. Dom Perignon and then Cru, which she kind of explained to us kind of perfected what these 2 have started, and it's almost like they've made it more oaky and nutty. So we're gonna try them.
That's delicious. It's super toasty on the top.
That's really great.
Yeah.
We got all our food also. It's like just chaos of amazingness. Cheese board here of all different cheeses. We have meatballs here. Mr. Ruby got himself some chicken breast. We have crispy mac and cheese bites. So we're just gonna like annihilate all this food while we taste our wines, and it's gonna be amazing.
I did not expect to get roasted in this store.
Good morning. It is super early. It's still dark outside, but we have to rope drop Magic Kingdom this morning. Sleeping was really good. I was super comfortable, and we did sleep on the pull-out bed. The room's really small, so I mean, it is already getting kind of messy, but we're doing our best so far. This morning, we are gonna head down to get a little bit of breakfast in the Pop Century food court before we go on a bus to go and rope drop. So we'll take you with us.
Do you have a mobile order?
We do.
Yay!
Okay, made it down to the food court once again, and if there's ever a really long line, go ahead and just mobile order. You don't have to pay. You can just pay right on your phone, pick it up, skip the line. Also, make sure you always ask for free water. They have free water at every quick service location that you eat breakfast, lunch, just so that you don't have to pay for water. We got the bounty planner, so it comes with the classic Mickey waffles, hash browns, and eggs, and bacon and sausage. So this looks amazing. We're gonna eat this before we head to the parks. All right, guys, we're hopping on our bus right now to go to Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna have separate videos of all the parks. Make sure you hit subscribe so you can watch those. But we'll see you when we get back.
Many hours later.
Just got back from a really nice morning in the parks, and we threw in our laundry. I thought I would show you guys around the resort while we wait for it. So we are staying in the 50 section, as I mentioned earlier. It's themed after like a sock hop. So you have all this 50s themed decor. There is like a jukebox right in front of the bowling pool. So the pool is shaped like a bowling pin. This is considered to be the quietest pool on property. So if you're looking for a relaxing pool or a quiet pool, this will be the one you want to go to here at Pop Century. This is our area, but I'm also going to take you guys around back to the 60s area, the 70s, and the 80s and 90s. So the laundry area is shaped like a shoe return. It's really funny. And you can do washer or dryer. They're $3 each. And you can also buy laundry soap for $1. So it's really nice if you run out of socks and you need to do a quick wash like we did. You guys saw us here at the 60s pool. It's the hippy dippy pool, the loud popular one. Pedals pool bars here. The 60s section is themed kind of groovy. There's peace signs, there's flowers, and they have yo-yos as their stairwells. And this is definitely considered preferred. Just note it's the loudest part of the resort. So you're not gonna have it as peaceful here. However, they do the movies under the stars here. There's a splash pad. It's pretty cute. Here in the 70s section, there's actually no pool. There is a really giant foosball court, which is really awesome. And it's themed very groovy in 70s. There's mood rings. It's very fun. I will say this one is the most quiet. It's just very quiet over here. So if you can't get the 50s or 60s section, the 70s is definitely the next best bet as far as being close to Classic Hall. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head here greet you in the 80s and the 90s. The 90s is actually just one building connected to the two 80s buildings. Here you're gonna find a Pac-Man theme arcade, there's a Rubik's Cube, and there's also the computer pool here. This one's tucked a little bit further back, so like I said, it's not my favorite section. However, they do have iconic characters in this section like Roger Rabbit, who I think is a part of a really underrated Disney film, and they do have Disney films based on those decades kind of spread throughout. Running along the back of Pop Century Resort is a beautiful walking trail. This is also actually a running path because there isn't a fitness center here at this resort. If you keep continuing on this back path here, you're gonna hit the Skyliner station. Another excellent addition to Pop Century that's recently added is the Skyliner station. This station connects you to other resorts if you want to go resort hopping and check those out. You can also get to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. We actually got to Hollywood Studios in less than 10 minutes the other day. This is such a good addition if you follow the walking trails that's here. Otherwise, it's directly across from the main hall. Checkout day here at Pop Century, so it's time to give my final thoughts. Let's start with the room. Like I said, 4 adults stayed in this room, and this room is only 260 square feet. And honestly, we were totally fine. Having a pull-up bed is crucial for this room because we left it up no matter what unless we were sleeping. So as soon as we woke up in the morning, we would pull the bed back up, and it gave us way more floor room to move around and to put things on top of the table to keep us organized before going to the parks. We did really only use this room to shower and sleep. That was the only times we were in here. But even still, with all of our items, there was so many places to unpack and everything was well organized and it never got like a huge mess in here. I also really love the decor. It's kind of 60s and I just feel like they do a great job of making it feel clean and modern, but it still feels pretty Disney. My only complaint would be that the drawers wouldn't stay shut. I don't know if we just had too many clothes in them or they're too narrow, but that was really my only complaint. It's kind of a nitpick. I love the theming of the hotel as well. I just think it's very cute. It's very larger than life. It's a little cheesy, but I like that. I think it's perfect for Disney. The pool is really nice. And the transportation system here at Pop Century, either the buses or the Skyliner, were both really efficient. The bus is slower. Once you use the Skyliner, you pretty much never want to use the bus again. So going to Hollywood Studios and Epcot was super convenient. And if you're going to those two in particular, this is a great hotel for you, particularly Hollywood Studios. We got there in like 7 minutes. Magic Kingdom is a little far from here, so the bus ride did feel kind of long. The dining hall was fine. I had a few things that were pretty good. I mean, the breakfast was definitely solid and we ate Mickey waffles a couple days. The cheesecake we had was really good. I also had like a chicken parmesan that was just noodles and chicken and marinara, and that was pretty good. I mean, none of the food was like out of this world, but for a decent price point, we got full and we felt satisfied. So if you're here and you're just trying to grab something in between parks or late at night, I thought it was a great option. We had no complaints. I would stay here again, absolutely, especially if it was just me and Mr. Ruby and we never took this bed down. This would be a really comfortable room. We would have no issues. And I think if you're only 2 people or you're 2 adults and 2 small children, you would be totally fine in this room. I hope you guys liked this one. If you did, hit subscribe. We want to be doing much more hotels for you guys, a lot of reviews coming your way, and more Disney vlogs. So I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye.